या इतना है जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good evening, friends. We are very happy to see a lot of people today join, especially this time at 5 p.m. In this webinar. We would like to thank each one of you for your valuable time for joining this special webinar. Why this is special? Because this is an opportunity which is coming from the House of Franchise India directly. And today's webinar is very special in terms of opportunity and in terms of the invitation which we are extending to few whom we are looking forward to get into a partnership with Franchise India through the business model which we called as Independent Franchise Consultant, IFC. So independent franchise consultant is a specialist. How to start your own business specialist. And Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform how to start your own business platform. So last 27 years, we are there in the market and now we are in 97 cities in India and we are also entered in 11 countries with the same business model where we are talking about independently and individually, you become our partner as IFC and now it is in 11 countries as well. So what's our business? I'll just simplify this. So we have one side, investors. Because as a company, Franchise India, we are investor-centric, franchise-focused. Investor-centric would mean we are working with investors hand in hand to help and guide them to get them into business, to select a right business opportunity for every investor. So there are millions of NRIs in India also now. They are also looking forward to invest in some business, but they have no idea which business is going to be suitable for their market, suitable for their profile, and investment wise also how they can select. So that's where Franchise India has a vital role to play to guide them to structure and to evaluate right deal for them, right business opportunity for them. So this is our one side of the business, which is now we are talking about, we have a byline that in the world there is none outside Franchise India who sells more business than Franchise India. So that's our core. Second side, we have opportunities, business opportunities, which is from startup to Reliance. We have everything with us on board. So these businesses are looking to scaling their business. So we help them in scale up to business to help them for franchise development in different cities. And some we are looking forward for India, and some we are looking for outside India also, because we help them to get franchise network done outside India as well. And third business is a resale. So we also help businesses or franchise owners if they want to exit out of the existing business. That's our third business, what we do. So Franchise India, as I said today, is the largest uh, network which we have created. Now we are in 97 cities, but as I said, we are in 11 countries also. So idea and the mission is G20 of franchise. So G20 of franchising would mean that we are entering 20 countries with the same model, which we have created now in India because we are successful in India with the name Franchise India. Outside India, we have another company which is Frank Global. So Frank Global, just to give you understanding, is the market entry for all the global brands when they want to enter India, and they help. So Frankop helps all these global brands to come to India and then expand. And Franchise India is very proud also in saying that we also have invested in 35 global brands as master franchise. So it's a very, very large investment what Franchise India also have done, because we want to create this very, very large portfolio of brands. And today we are world's number one company which has got such a large portfolio. But the idea is we are taking it to 100 numbers. So we'll be having 100 brands which are global brands in India, and Franchise India would be master franchise of these brands. So this is another opportunity which we have for our investors for creating an area developer or a city rights for investors. That's also available. Plus, Fran Global also helps Indian companies to take outside India. So we do across shows. We have done Nepal, we have done Sri Lanka, we have done Abu Dhabi. Now we are going to Oman, we are doing Canada. We're doing all across now these shows wherein we take Indian brands who want to expand in such countries. Third company which we have is Francop. So Francop is world's largest consulting company, because if you want to start franchising, so you need to be ready for that. SOPs, systems, documentation, legal, and also the financials, strategy. It is all done by Francop, and it's a 47-year-old world's largest consulting company. So if global companies, world's largest companies comes to India, Francop also have to fine tune their business model as per Indian market. And last 20 years, we are associated as master licensee of Francop in India, would mean last 20 years, we are helping businesses to get into franchise through Francop company. So Francop is one of the largest company in the world. And it's the same company who have developed business model for McD to KFC to Subway, Domino's, all these big companies. And in India, we started with Lakme 20 years back. And Lakme, just to give you understanding, was never a salon brand. It was a cosmetic brand wherein Francop has helped them to create a business model for a salon. And today we are proud that we have got Reliance also on board, and Reliance has also hired Francop. So that's what you can understand the value of Francop in India. It's a world's largest consulting company who helps businesses to get them into franchise. So Franchise India is proudly associated with Francop in India last 20 years. Further, as I said, today's webinar is very special, and you can see we have a lot our leadership also on the panel, and plus we have management also on the panel. So before that, I'll give you some understanding about this webinar, what we are going to talk about today. So we'll be talk about Franchise India as a journey. So when we started, how we started, and what was the requirement of this transactional business and this advisory business which we have started, and which is now the largest business vertical in Franchise India Group. And we will give you a complete understanding of that. Second, we will also talk about franchising as an industry, how big this industry is, and what next 20, 30 years, 10 years, what is it looking like, right? It's $4.7 trillion industry. Now you can understand and imagine how big this industry is. That we will be in length, we'll discuss on that also. Third, we'll also talk about the today's opportunity, which is independent franchise consultant opportunity. And we will also present you some presentation slides where we can give you understanding what we offer, how you can become part of Franchise India, and also the monetization model, growth model, and how we can take you through what is the products which are revenue products for you, and how you can earn out of this, how you can grow out of this. And then we will also give you understanding what's our process, because we also have a structure which is a selection process, so that we will give you proper advisory on that also today. But before that, if I can give you understanding in this webinar, we don't have any opportunity wherein we can come and talk to us. So we have a Q&A box in this. You can see on the bottom. Please use this Q&A box and send us your questions, queries. Please do not raise your hand. We will also put some questions in Q&A box, which you can answer, so that we'll be also knowing who is today with us from your side, which city you are from, what is the profile you are from, and what you do right now. If you are a consultant, what kind of consulting, you are a business owner, what kind of business you are in, or you are looking forward to start a new career. That also will give you some understanding on that. But please feel free to use Q&A box and send us your queries and questions. So before I hand over to our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia. I'll give you some understanding about our panel today. Why leadership today? We have invited some leaders also to be on panel because we are very serious about it. We have a complete support function in the company. That support function which we have created for our existing network, and we help them regionally and locally. We have offices across, but our team is helping them from dependent stage to interdependent stage, and then further when you are independent. So we are 100% having hand-holding process, fundamentals and process and system, which is we have created for our existing network. So I'll start from myself, and my name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, which is one of our company under the group. And all our IFC partners, independent consultants, are registered with us in FICPL, Franchise India Consultants Private Limited. We also have joined us with Ravi Kumar. He has joined us from Hyderabad, so we're our own office in Hyderabad, and he is also running a branch over there. And we have also a lot of partners now in Hyderabad and AP Telangana. So he is taking care of helping them, supporting them further. And we have Sajid also. Sajid Joy has joined us from Bangalore. He takes care of complete Karnataka, wherein we have very large team now in terms of IFC partner. Rather, the oldest team is already in Bangalore. We have Bimal Agarwal joined us from Kolkata. Bimal takes care of east side of the business. Plus, we have also operations in Nepal and Bangladesh, wherein Bimal is helping them and taking it further. So we also have Ajay joined us. Ajay Ansari has joined us from Mumbai, and we have Jibin. He has also joined us from Kerala, and we also have some other leaders which I'm expecting to join from Chennai and also from the north part of the India. As I said, we have also Managing Director Ms. Sonia Chaudhary in this webinar, and I'll request her to take it up further and set the perspective and give us overall understanding about the Franchise India, franchise as an industry, and then we'll take you through about the opportunity which we have today. Thank you very much for joining us once again, and over to you, Ms. Sonia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And friends, a very good evening to all of you. And I welcome you to our webinar, which is Independent Franchise Consultant. And on this webinar, like Sanjay mentioned, we have the entire leadership of Franchise India who is present here because for us, partner forms a very important and integral part of our entire business model and strategy. And it also takes a very big time share of all of us. So I'll also, set a perspective while Sanjay has given a background to Franchise India. I'll maybe add on to that, and also the importance of why this industry looks interesting and promising even in the times to come. We've been in the business of franchising for the last 27 years. And we have seen a big growth, and this is becoming bigger day by day. So it's important we spend time to explain who we are and who we want to select as our channel partners. And this is an opportunity where we want like-minded people to partner with Franchise India. So absolutely, it is by invitation and equally by selection of the right candidates so who fit in the criteria for us to become partners for our program. And so the initiative of IFC program was for us to work with entrepreneurs like yourself who become partners with Franchise India, who also drive, I would say, entrepreneurship, which has been fundamentally the foundation of Franchise India. And a core driver of our business is entrepreneurship. And today, while we run in about 97 cities in India and more than 12 countries across the globe, a larger part of our entire community or ecosystem of our IFC partners or cities that we represent are represented by channel partners, including given cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, where currently we have a big setup of our own direct teams, but our channel partners are maybe equal or in certain cities more in number than our direct teams today in the system. So, and most of our partners, they come with a lot of experience. They are people who have experience in working with companies at various levels, starting from mid to senior management level. And average experience of our IFC partners is 20 years and upwards. So who we are a company, we are growth specialist and we are a specialized domain consultant. We help people to start their own business. So anybody in India, if you even Google today, start your own business, franchise, entrepreneurship, the sites that you would land on would reach you to our Franchise India websites or our company websites. Even the next 50 years, this opportunity will remain relevant, and rather, I would say, will become bigger than what it is today. If you look at small businesses across the globe, small businesses create a lot of value creation in economies across the world. And India is full of small businesses, and opportunity, even in advanced economies, I would say, is even bigger. If you look at half of the value creation in the world economies, it is driven by small businesses. So, and small businesses not only drive innovation, but they also give opportunity for a lot of local development, a lot of job creation, which makes the economies resilient. And emerging economies have today nearly 49% of contribution of these small businesses. And if we talk about maybe advanced economies, they have a share of 54%, which means the more the economies become advanced, the share of small businesses contribution in these economies become bigger. So franchising is all about small businesses. So we work with entrepreneurs, we work with aspiring entrepreneurs, we help them to take on their entrepreneurship journey. And I'm sure all of you have joined in today are looking for some opportunity to get started with. And we work with companies, we help them scale. Companies like I heard Sanjay gave example of a lot of companies that we worked with. Today, we are proud to say that we have worked with companies which are very big names, names like Ferns and Petals, names like Eurokids, names like Natural Salon in South. We started working with these companies when they were just perhaps a single store company, maybe 15 years back, 20 years back, when they started business. And we were also at the initial stage of these businesses. So we worked with these companies and a lot of other startups we continue to work with, where we help these companies to grow. And as a start your own business specialist, I would say we work with a large community of people who want to invest in businesses and companies who want to expand their business model via franchising. So we have positioned Franchise India as an investor-centric and a franchise-focused company. And we knew this opportunity always existed in the market even 27 years back. But what was missing then was the ecosystem. The ecosystem never existed. There was no platform where people would come, they could search opportunities, take advice, and find a business. So we created this ecosystem in the last 27 years. We continue to evolve this ecosystem where we connect with our community and we service the demand that is created every single minute. Right. So we are not just shaping, I would say, businesses, but we're also shaping the future of entrepreneurship by democratizing entrepreneurship, which means entrepreneurship should be accessible to everyone. So with 27 years of our own experience in the industry, we bring in unparalleled expertise on the table. And Franchise India has been a dynamic force in the industry, which is a fully integrated franchise solution company. And we're also the world's largest franchise development and distribution company. So when I say we are the largest franchise development company and a distribution company, it means there is nobody in the world who sells more business than Franchise India. And the largest distribution is in terms of the spread that we have, which is uniform spread across 97 cities in India and international market. And we're also, in fact, the first company and the only company, I would say, who has pioneered franchise brokerage or business brokerage, where we work with companies, help them to make their business model, work on their systems, processes, their financial business model, and launch them in the market. And we also work with companies, or I would say businesses, small businesses, who perhaps want to exit their businesses. And we are proud to say that we are a trusted advisor to some of the most influential and respected business houses in the country. And all the global companies that we work with, we have the top companies of these countries who work with us. And if you look at the opportunity, then this opportunity is becoming very, very big. And with more and more people, I would say today, looking to buy a business and more companies who want to expand via franchise route, this space is getting bigger. And we have been developing as a company our own capabilities and our distribution so that we're able to stay ahead of the curve. And so the comprehensive suite of services, I would say that Franchise India and group of companies together has designed, has been done in a manner so that we can empower businesses at every stage of their growth. So we work with startups, we work with companies, even the big giants like Reliance or the Tatas, we work with enterprises, but a lot of early stage businesses, retail businesses who need more of our help to, build their systems, build their business models and bring them, bring their business model to aspiring business entrepreneurs to become franchisees. So over the last 27 years, like I said, we worked very hard. And today we have a very strong platform and which has created a very enormous economies of scale and also economies of scope, which creates not only a very big entry barrier for anyone and anybody to do what we do today, but it also at the same time gives a very strong, compelling proposition to every stakeholder, who works with us. So including the media platform, which is a very robust platform that in fact amplifies the experience of connecting the entire community through our exhibitions. We do about 200 very big exhibitions across the country, including international markets. In fact, one of our exhibitions, which is coming up this weekend, is a show which we're doing in Ahmedabad. This is a show which is a 2-day event, which is happening in Mahatma Mandir Convention. And the show would be attended by more than 150 plus companies who are going to exhibit their businesses. And these are national brands looking to enter Gujarat, or maybe Maharashtra brands who are looking to enter Gujarat, and even local brands who want to expand within Gujarat. And this show would bring in nearly 5,000 people across Gujarat, Maharashtra markets, and some parts of Rajasthan who will visit this exhibition. So all of my friends who have joined from any of the cities which are closer to the exhibition, which is in Ahmedabad, I'll request some of you to maybe visit and see the kind of events that we do, which also gives you a very big interface on the overall business of Franchise India. We also run a very big digital platform, which is franchiseindia.com. So when you go on the Google and search anything on franchising, entrepreneurship, start your business, your all searches would land on the platform of Franchise India, which currently lists more than 16,000 companies across all industries and domains, from a small investment to big investment, international companies who want to enter India, master franchise opportunities. And there are 3 big publications that Franchise India runs, of which Entrepreneur is a joint venture between Entrepreneur America and Franchise India. And Entrepreneur is one of the leading business magazines in the world. And we run that for entire Asia, including India. And there are 2 other publications, which are Franchising World and Retailer, which are run by our media business. So the media business, in a way, I would say, creates a very big ecosystem, which connects a big community of investors. And it also connects a lot of companies who want to sell their franchisees. The second platform is largely for companies who want to get into franchising, because when we started a company, we realized, and 27 years back, there were not as many companies as we see today. Maybe 5 years from now, this number would double up than what the number is today. So what we started doing is also we started reaching out to credible companies or business models. We started reaching out to entrepreneurs whom we felt had some, great business model or some kind of credibility they had built up in the market. And we started working with these companies to create their, go-to entry and the entire franchise proposition. So what we do with these companies is we build the entire business model, and this business model is done through our consulting arm, which is Frank Corp. Frank Corp again is an American company, which is the oldest franchise consulting company in the world, comes with 47 years of experience. It is even older than Franchise India. So when we started consulting, we as a company wanted to partner with somebody who had more knowledge, who knew it better than what we did in consulting. And Frank Corp globally has consulted companies like McDonald's and Hershey's, which also was a great validation of the business model and the concept that were built by Frank Corp. So in India, all our consulting that we do for companies, I heard Sanjay talk about Reliance or even the other startups, listed companies we work with. So Frank Corp consults these companies and creates their business model. And then through the entire distribution that we have in India, we work with these companies and also our local investor community who want to buy businesses. And we help them to represent these opportunities and select their franchisees in these markets. So now we need to understand how big this opportunity is, because the first question that comes to anybody's mind when you want to start something is this big enough? And is it big enough for me? And if it is going to sustain in the times to come? Is it going to be relevant, say, in the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? So if I talk about India as an opportunity, we all would agree that we are sitting on the best opportune time, where the entire world, I would say, is looking upon India. We see a lot of every day I see news, a lot of international brands coming to India. There's a brand called Nitori, which is the largest Japanese retailer in Japan. They're already about 1,000 plus stores. They're operating largely in Asian markets. They're opening their first store this year in Bombay. Armani Cafe has come to India. Carrefour has come to India. So every day, a lot of these international brands which are coming to India. Having said that, Franchise India has in the last, I would say, the last decade, we have been instrumental in bringing more than 600 international brands alone to the Indian market. And this year alone, there are about 40 such companies that we help them enter the Indian market, because the demand is becoming big. There are people who want to invest in businesses. There are HNIs. There are also family businesses who want to add more businesses. They want to diversify their businesses. So if you look at the current economic fundamentals of our economy, they signal a very big, or I would say, very enormous market potential. And India today is a powerhouse, in the entire globalized world. So what we were, I would say, we were 10 years behind many countries like China, US, maybe 20 years back. But the entire story, the narrative has changed now. What is happening in these economies 10 years, 15 years, 20 years back, all that is happening in India. And what we have done in the last 75 years of our existence post the independence era, India will do 2x of that alone in the next 10 years. So you can imagine what last 75 years contributed. We would see double time, 2x of growth alone in the next 10 years. And franchising is a very big impact market. And why I say so? Because everything that you consume today, everyday life, all that comes from some form of franchise business. And this business of franchising cuts across every single industry. We all would agree, we have seen successful companies, brands, businesses operating across all sectors, let it be food or pharmacy or healthcare. And globally, if we talk about the market size, this is almost about $4.8 trillion, which is much. With the current consumption trends of India, India has a very strong consumption story. Franchising as an industry will grow almost 10x in the next 10 years. And it continues to grow at about 25 to 30% year on year. And we're already the second largest franchise market in the world after America. And in India, we have seen 4 times growth alone in the last, I would say, 10 odd years. And our current size sits at about 180 billion today. And 10x of that in the next 10 years would be a very big number. Now, some of the interesting facts which I'd like to also share with you. I talked about consumption story of India, which is very interesting. Nearly 70% of our GDP in India is driven by domestic consumption. Now, compare that with economies like China, which are much ahead of India. This consumption, which is driven by domestic consumption, is only 53% in China versus 70% in India. So at the pace, while these are bigger economies, but the pace at which our economies of India is growing is much higher than the other advanced, the top 5 economies of the world. The second, component when it comes to consumption is also, if you look at how we as consumers are consuming, our consumption cycles are changing, right? So maybe 15 years back or 20 years back, we were low in a lot of categories in terms of our per capita consumption, whether that's a shoe that we are consuming, beauty services we are consuming, or eating out. All that has increased. Even a product like a mattress, we are consuming more of that. 15 years is the average, time that people used to change. Now people change their mattresses average in about, 6 to 7 years time. So consumption is a very big lever for growth, and franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. As the consumption increases, the role of franchising, the growth of these companies also start to increase. Looking at the startup ecosystem today, there are a lot of startups that come up every year, and at least 25% of these startups today, they revert to franchising when they think of scaling their businesses. So of all the startups that are registered or they want to expand, 25% of them use franchising to grow. And another area on consumption is also how we are consuming today is a more formal environment, or I would say more branded environment. Is formalization of consumption. And we all witnessed modernization of retail with product industry in the last 20 years. This time around, there is a big, I would say, change in, or I would say modernization of service industry, which is also becoming branded. If you look at laundry services, their laundry services are consumed from brands. In fact, we are also an investor in a company called UClean, which runs India's largest laundromat chain. They run about 400 plus locations across India and international markets like Nepal. Direct to home services like healthcare, cleaning services, all that today is becoming branded, and we all want to consume brand, and people are becoming more and more conscious. Another phenomena which is very interesting is also the relationship between, I would say, entrepreneurship and franchising. India inherently and always had a very substantial entrepreneurial population. And the demand, especially at the bottom of the pyramid, was always very big. When I say bottom of the pyramid, these are micro businesses which are run in our neighborhood markets, which was always very high, and this will continue to be very high. And this is one reason why India has been fondly called a shopkeeper nation, because you'll find every home there is somebody who wants to start a business at some point of time in their life. And very interesting, I would also like to share with you, if you look at, and from our own experience of running the company and the business and this community at large, when we started 2.5 decades back, our community of business buyers or entrepreneurs, I would say, who were coming forward to buy franchise businesses, there was a very small quantum who were first time or first generation business buyers. So, and that quantum was only 10% of the entire businesses we used to sell then. Now, this percentage or this community has become very big. This is almost about 60% today. So, for all the businesses which are sold in the country, 60% of these businesses are taken by people who are first time business buyers. They are professionals who want to get into businesses. And lastly, if you look at the opportunity to make money and smaller cities beyond the top metro cosmopolitan cities, there's a dearth of job opportunities which can pay you a high income, right? So high paying jobs beyond tier one, tier one cities are very, very low. And this is another reason why franchising gets a very big acceptance in tier two, tier three, tier four. We are doing a lot of projects with the Reliance. And one of their projects, which they have a plan to open about 1,000 locations, all these locations are largely targeting only tier three and tier four cities, and only through a franchise model. So which gives a very big opportunity for people in these cities to start their businesses and also run these businesses. But one thing of caution, unlike a lot of businesses that you might have seen or come across, our business is that of knowledge, because our business requires somebody who wants to be a consultant or an advisor to be on top of the industry. We require somebody who is every day coming with a attitude to learn and be able to advise business buyers. And they also, at the same time, come with a mindset of growth and belief in the one big purpose of democratizing entrepreneurship. And at Franchise India, we all our partners who are current IFC partners, our teams, all our leadership team, we are following a very big vision where we want to make at least 1 million entrepreneurs. We want to add more entrepreneurs in the next about, say, 1.5 years. And that would need a deeper penetration. That would also need more hands to get in because the opportunity is becoming bigger. The demand is bigger. We need more people who can join us and democratize entrepreneurship. And today, the role of consultant is also getting involved. The new world that we all are sitting in and we are seeing is a knowledge-driven world. And knowledge economy is what everybody is looking at. And somebody as an advisor is seen as someone who would offer credible advice. And most importantly, he also comes with a lot of hyper local market knowledge, which is very important for these micro businesses or local businesses to be run these respective markets. So we need people who can be on the top of their industry, and you need to acquire as a IFC partner a lot of new information and at the same time expertise to stay very, very competitive. So, friends, we have some questions that we would like to ask you. I think we have shared a bit about us, and I see with some of the names which I see in our list, I think we also have a lot of people who have joined outside India. So I'll request all of you, if you want to share your city, if you're in India, and also if you're outside India, please mention the country that you have joined from, because our IFC program is a program which is across the globe, because we run operations globally in all these cities in India and also in global markets. So we like to hear more from you, and I'll request Sanjay, if you want to share maybe a quick Q&A with the team. We like to know more about your profiles, where you come from, and you can quickly take on the Q&A box, write where you come from, and ask as many questions. We are there the next 30 odd minutes. We'll take all your questions. We'll also run you through a small presentation about what this model is all about, how you make money, what support you get from Franchise India. We'll also talk about the training program that we run. Every month we have a 3-day training program, which we run with all the new IFCs that are onboarded every month. And the IFC partners also bring in their partners or somebody who's already a part of their current business, so also undertake the training. So we don't limit the training only to you as an individual. If you want to bring somebody from your family whom you think would also want to participate, we'll be happy to do that. So Sanjay, over to you. Let's get started, friends, and keep the session interactive.
Thank you so much. Yes, friends, we need to know who is there from other side. So I have already mentioned in the chat box, if you are a professional, you are working in some company and you want to start something new for yourself. So write P along with your city name, because we want to know which city you are coming from. Because some cities wherein we have already partners and we don't want to have more partners. But there are some cities wherein urgent requirement is there, because we can see there's a new opportunity which is coming up. We want to open an event there. We want a partner first over there. And there are some opportunities in some cities wherein we already have partner. Maybe we have one partner to start with. Now we can see the business is growing. As we discussed, that consumption is growing. And today, when consumption is growing, that would mean franchising is growing. It's a great opportunity for all of us to explore together. So if you're a professional, write P along with your city name. If you are a business owner and you are working in some company, again, you have your own business. Also write B with your city name. Please write city name. That's very, very important along with the option. And then if you're a consultant, so you're already into some consulting businesses, it can be real estate consulting, it can be education consulting, or any other management consulting you are, please write MC along with your city name. If you can give us a little more understanding on what kind of consulting you are in would be helpful for us to understand, because this is a great profile which we are looking at, very relevant profile, which we are very, very close to. And then if you are looking for a career change right now and you want to diversify the industry, you want to change the career, you can write C along with your city name, and you have a lot of already. And that's what the beauty of this consulting is, that we want to make it interactive. We need to go first to answer what we are talking about today. And there are a lot of answers already, which we have received. Please keep on writing, because there are a lot of people who have joined us today, and we want everyone to interact. We want everyone to share your thoughts and your profile, which where from you are coming in, and we will take your names also, and we'll take up your cities and anything you want to address or you want to add further about yourself, about your profile, would be also good, so that we can you take your name, and we'll also write answer to you in your chat box. But we want everyone to be interactive. So I think I have first Mr. Jagadishwar Biradar. So welcome. He is saying I'm from Bidar. Please also write about yourself. Then we have Mr. Unmesh. Mr. Unmesh is from Pune. He's a doctor. As I can see, it's a Dr. Unmesh from Pune. So you can also write what you do apart from this. And then we have Mr. Bhaskar. I am Bhaskar Chintala from Hyderabad. So great. So you have already from Hyderabad. We have a big team already in Hyderabad. So please also write about yourself, what you do. Mr. Rajiv Raj, Hyderabad, I am looking for business. And I have particular brand investor looking for franchise. So if I'm reading it right, so you're saying I'm from Hyderabad, so you have somebody who is looking forward to start a business in franchise. That's what exactly we do. And once you are there with us, suppose if you are looking forward to have partnership, then everything will be done through you in your city, because you will be also representing this. If you are looking forward for any other opportunity, so as we discussed, Franchise India have got around 18,000 opportunities with us. And we can also, as we say, that we are advisors, and we will understand requirement. If it is not fitment with Franchise India, so we'll also work and help you what is going to be the right opportunity for you. So it's a very, very low cost, and it's a zero risk opportunity with Franchise India. But we have other opportunities, not only the opportunities, we also have a lot of business models, a lot of formats which we have. We have a FOFO model, we have FOCO models, and other models also, which is going to be suitable for you. Then we have Mr. Srikanth from Thane, Maharashtra, into coaching industry, looking to career change. Fantastic. I think coaching is similar to consulting, because you do a lot of counseling, you do a lot of coaching, you do a lot of consulting in this, and that's what exactly it takes. A lot of diagnose ideas, and you need to have that counseling background, consulting, coaching background. That's also the similar case. And we have Mr. Sethi. How many branch in Chandigarh? Mr. Sethi, when you are talking about branch, so we have our own branch in Chandigarh, which is our company office. And then further, we have also IFC partners also in Chandigarh. Then we have Mr. Gagan Patil. Will the chat be no disable? It is actually, you have to use Q&A box. Q&A box is all what you have to use, and you're already writing it there. So please send us your question, query, or the answer in the same Q&A box. Mr. Bhaskar for the writing, Hyderabad, okay, pharma sales and marketing. Looking for career change. Sales and marketing, absolutely, you need some sales background because business coaching, business consulting is all about sales. And if you are already into this, you know how to do that because when we do transactions, it is almost sales. And if you know marketing also, that will be very helpful for you to promote yourself also, wherein we can create a platform for you and then we do all promotion, but it will be very helpful for you also. Mr. Sripati, Hyderabad education consultant. Wonderful. So you are already into education consulting. We will definitely join on a call and our team will take it up further and understand a little more on your side. What kind of consulting and education? It can be study abroad. It can be any other coaching consulting. We'll also have, but this is very much relevant profile which we are looking at. Mr. Srinivas, welcome from Hyderabad, marketing and IT consultant, member of many business networking organizations. Wonderful. So if you know businesses, business organization, you are already working where you are a member, you are an IT consultant. We look forward to have a discussion with you. So our regional head, we have Ravi also there, so he can have one-on-one meeting with you, discussion with you to understand further. Then Mr. Moza is saying that he's from Egypt, staying in Kuwait. So welcome, sir. Looking forward to start my own business to change my teaching career and funding. All right, so great. So we'll definitely look forward to have a understanding with you. We have also in UAE, we are already partner there. We are now having partner in other countries also. This will be very interesting, wherein we can start and discuss and explore opportunity with you. We can explore all opportunities as per your fitment. Mr. Kalyani or Miss Kalyani, I am working professional, looking forward for career change. I am from Chennai. I am working as a freelancing IT. Okay, great. So this can also be explored. Chennai is, I think we have a great market in Chennai, and we have also a lot of partners already there. Our company office is also there, so we have team there. We have heads there. Actually, today our chairman sir is traveling to Chennai. We have got a lot of meetings this morning. So our Chennai heads and they are also engaged in that meetings. That's why we don't have Chennai head over here, who is the cluster head and helping all our partners. But we can recommend to have one-on-one meeting and discussion further. Mr. Ranjit, okay, he's saying, he's written to me. So I'm Mr. Ranjit Gosavi, experienced as a creative and executive producer in Hollywood. Very nice. Post-production and currently building my own creative startup. Wonderful. So we'll understand more about your startup and we'll also see in case there is any expansion you are looking at. So that's our forte because we have around 75 to 80% companies which are startups. And we are known for helping startups to grow further. At startup level, there are a lot of challenges. There are a lot of, readiness. There's a business model and documentation, SOP systems to create. That's what we do. And we help in terms of building it up. And we'll see the opportunity in franchising as well. Mr. Saurabh is from Nagpur. Welcome, Maharashtra. Currently in overseas education business. Want to expand in same or other sector. Yes, Mr. Saurabh, we can look forward to have a discussion with you and we'll also understand your business if you want to expand that business also, or we can look forward because overseas education is all about counseling and consulting. So this can be one of the relevant profile for our business as well. So we can talk about both together. Then Mr. Sushil Kumar, I want to start a new business in a small city called Thrissur, okay. Yes, we will be definitely having understanding first, what is your profile, what are you looking at, and more important, what's your investment? And then we will also help with a local consultant for you who can also help and guide you which business, because if it is a low investment, there is a more risk because you get a lot of new startups which are newborn, and there are a lot of risk also involved, wherein our consultant will play a major role to create this for you and build for you. So Mr. Prashant, hi, my name is Prashant K. Through, okay, from Bangalore. Mr. Prashant, welcome. I am a technical consultant, okay, in construction chemicals, okay. Want to know how Franchise India will help me to grow in my career. Great. So yes, we will get in touch and have more deep down discussion with you. We need to discuss it little more on your overall experience and then further planning also. So we have Mr. Sajid Joy. He is our head in Bangalore. So he can also invite you to office, have a first round discussion. In fact, then you will also see in case there is any other discussion required with senior management, we will definitely take it up to the next level. Mr. Abhijit Shinde is from Pune, engineering, project management background, side business, real estate consultant. Absolutely, real estate consultant is something which we are looking at because real estate is required in every business which we do. So when you open a franchise, you need real estate. But that can be done as per the brand. If it's a fashion brand, food brand, you need real estate. So it can be very helpful for you also because you're already into real estate. That will be a good combination with franchising as well. So we can explore with you also. So welcome. Thank you for joining in this webinar. Mr. Sushil Kumar, further writing, interested in the Reliance project. Absolutely, we have Mr. Sushil Kumar. We'll get in touch with you for sure. And if we see there's a fitment and there's a every brand which is a premium really have got their own way of doing it. So we have a process and we'll take it up further through the process and then we'll see what is the fitment and how we can join hands for a Reliance brand as well. Then Mr. Arif Kotnoor, sorry, from Bangalore. I provide personal loan and business loan to all our India clients and health insurance. Very nice. So I think in our system, we also have a lot of people now, they are insurance background and they have joined us and very successful also because you need consulting in this, you need advisory in this. Insurance is all about insurance, is all about advisory and providing loans, even business loan is also very important because in our business, there are a lot of people who join us, want to have some opportunity, but they fall short of some businesses also. But at startup level, there are a lot of challenges. This can be also great opportunity for you to be part of Franchise India, wherein this is going to be the relevant business opportunity for you also. But as we said, this is purely on selection based. We will be looking forward to have a complete discussion with you. Mr. Savanam is for the writing regional manager for South India. Coimbatore would like to be a business consultant. Great. So we look forward. So welcome. Thank you for joining in and thanks for your kind interest. We'll explore with you locally. And we have Kerala. We have Jibin also joined us here. He is from Kerala. Then we have also Tamil Nadu, very, very great office. And then we have team also. So we'll take it up further with you one-on-one. So I'm very happy to have everyone almost interacting with us. So please keep on writing. I am Dilip Kumar from Patna as beauty industry consultant. Very nice. It's a consulting in beauty and beauty industry. So beauty industry is again healthcare, beauty. It's a very, very big industry category today. And if you are already expert in this, this is 100% franchisable industry and category. Also a very large category. We have a lot of brands who are into beauty and healthcare category. And if you are specialist in this, so we also have a lot of specialists in our network. Someone is from food category. He is food industry specialist. He can drive food brands. Someone is from retail, fashion, jewelry. In fact, jewelry is also very, very important category, and we have a lot of partners who are jewelry experts. So they drive all the jewelry brands which are now coming into franchising, and this would be very helpful in terms of creating a category for you and driving that successfully. All right, so we have Mr. Kamble. Mr. Kamble is from Kalaburgi, Karnataka, work for education, professional IT service. All right, that's good. So safety training, looking for start independent franchise business as a consultant. I am more okay. Great. So I think we can get in touch. Sajid will take the discussion forward. He will have first round interaction with you, understand your complete profile, and then we will also have a joint meeting wherein we can take it up further. Thank you for your kind interest. Mr. Sethi, how many investment required? All right. So as I said, it's zero risk and very, very low cost opportunity. So please be there. Now we will take you through some slides also of our presentation and we'll give you also understanding how you can become the part of, but it is very, very low investment. In our business, especially, like other businesses, there is an ROI, return on investment. But in our business, we have a different ROI, which is return on involvement and return on intelligence. So you have to train yourself on opportunities on everyday basis. And once you are trained, you help people, and then it's return on involvement. So more involved you are, more growth would be coming to you. So there is return on investment kind of opportunity is not there in our business. It's purely on return on involvement. Currently, and now we have got Mr. Padal, currently working as MC, management consultant in education sector, would love to work as franchise consultant. Kindly guide me further. Great, thank you so much. Please write your city name also, which city you are coming from. And thank you for your kind interest. So 100% you are having some management consulting in education sector. It's a very, very large category and sector. Education is actually the number one category which is franchised. And it's the oldest category also in franchising. And if you have done some consulting in education sector, you can build the category further. So you can have a lot of brands we have in education. Plus, there is a great opportunity for getting businesses also on board with us for franchising. So that's also one of the opportunity that you have equal opportunity getting new brands also on board and then drive the franchisees system for them. So Mr. Arif is saying, thank you, sir. Okay, welcome. So Mr. Amit Dikshit. Hello, sir. I'm Amit Dikshit, a formal system administrator. I started a digital marketing and e-commerce company. How can we connect further? Please write your city name also so that we can get connected after this, soon, immediately after this webinar. And we will give you complete understanding about further how we can connect and take it up further. If at all it is a match made for both of us, most welcome. And we are also organizing 3 days training in our corporate office, which is every month. And we are also preparing a new batch for that. So it will be great help and great support to start immediate. And then we have some big events also coming up in Mumbai, which is especially for all the investors to visit and for brands to come over. It's around 600 brands, more than 20,000 investors who are visiting that show. And it's the right time, where in a month or so in between, to get ready for that also. And we are inviting all the IFC partners, our channel partners and our partners from across cities to be part of that show. Last year, we had 67 IFC partners from Mumbai to other cities like North and East and West also who have come, and South also. We have a lot of partners who were part of that event, which was in the month of November. Now it is 29th and 30th November in Geo International Convention Center. Mr. Yogendra, hi, I am Yogendra, working as an area manager in FMCG sector at Nagpur. All right. So Mr. Yogendra is from Nagpur, so welcome. I'm looking forward for career change and I wish to be part of partnership program with Franchise India. Great, thank you so much for your interest. 100% we are also equally excited, and we will look forward to have a complete deep down discussion with you. Since you are from FMCG, we need to understand it well. And Nagpur is something where we are looking forward for partner. We have one partner right now in Nagpur, and there is a requirement. There is a need for our now for second partner also. So we are in discussions, and we'll take definitely this very immediately after the webinar is over and understand your requirements. Mr. Padal is saying, okay, Mr. Solapur. Solapur is also open for us as of now. And now these cities we have not open earlier. And by now we have seen business is growing, and we are open now for all category B and C category cities also. Mr. Patil now working as financial consultant and solar industry. All right. Great. So you have 20 years of experience. Wonderful. This is some 15 years in consulting also, Pune, Maharashtra. Absolutely. We have our own office in Pune, which is in Kharadi, World Trade Center. Now you can understand Our partners who are in Pune, they are coming to our office, using our office. It's a beautiful office we have in World Trade Center. So it is equally, open for all our partners and also for our team, which is already there. Mr. Patil further is writing. Mahinder Patil, okay, is welcome. And then we have Mr. Rajiv Raj. In the last session, Mr. Gaurav Maria ji said that Franchise India serving in Zepro. I think it is Zepto you are talking about. It you have said Zepro. I feel it is Zepto. Also, may I know, is it available? I have friends looking for that. It is available. My client is ready. Absolutely, it's a franchise model Zepto is following, and Franchise India have created business model for Zepto and Blinkit also. Blinkit also is a franchise model, and that would depend on the location to location. We will definitely explore with you for this opportunity to create for your friend or your known person in Zepto. If it is Zepto, so please confirm again. We will take it up further. Mr.
Like,
Sushil,
if I can add
you
on
want
to
to add?
that,
Yeah.
I see a lot of our friends who have joined in are asking for specific industries and some specific brands. And at Franchise India, like I mentioned, we are industry agnostic. We work with every single company. 90% of market share of franchising in India is with Franchise India. So we work with companies to bring them into franchising. And most of the companies, I would say, we 100%, while there are a lot of companies listed on the website of Franchise India, but there are about 1,000 companies where Franchise India, including the portfolio of Reliance, where Franchise India takes an exclusive mandate to represent these brands. And the partner opportunity is not specific to a brand. I think somebody said if I can work on maybe Reliance or a specific brand, every single day there is a new brand which is launched. And all the opportunities at Franchise India that we launch every single day, every partner of our has an opportunity to work on these brands. If I take an example of Reliance alone, every single project of Reliance that we launch, they have a rollout plan of starting minimum of 100 to 500 locations in one single year. And some of these projects we've not even announced. Neither Reliance has announced. We are working with these projects, working to make their franchise business model. And the opportunity is so big in certain cities and certain regions that if a partner takes only this brand and works for the entire year, his hands would be full. And another thing, I saw one of our friends from Pune. And so thank you. I think you mentioned that you took a franchisee of CCD in 2003, and that was the time that we worked on that model with CCD. And we definitely would be very happy to discover more how we can synergize, because you come with not only entrepreneur experience, you also run another company which is into diagnostic, but you have experience of also running and managing a franchise business. So what Franchise India brings on the table is this aggregation of brands, which is not very easy. Reaching out to these giants like Reliance and the kinds of them it's not very easy, right? So over these years, what we have done is we have aggregated these brands, which creates a very strong portfolio across all industries, all segments across India. Some of these brands would be just city specific. Maybe a Chandigarh-based brand looking at only Chandigarh expansion, a Pune-based brand looking at Pune. Some of these would be national brands like the names we gave you, where everybody has an opportunity to work with them. And finally, we also have a very big investment portfolio. So, and while we have worked on this portfolio for a long period of time, but we've become more aggressive as Franchise India now goes to international markets. Earlier, we were bringing a lot of international brands to the Indian market. We're also taking a lot of brands now to cross border markets, because we operate in different countries. So even a brand from India wants to go to UAE, or any American company, Asian company wants to come to India. We work with these companies to get them into cross borders. And we own the master rights of 32 companies, which are across industries. I saw one of you talked about your experience in the beauty segment. We own a brand called Australian Beauty College. So we have exclusive rights for this company in India and also Middle East. We have very big interest in education. A lot of our partners have come from education. We own the rights of companies like Direct English, which is an UK-based company, which is in fact one of the leading Direct English is one of the leading brands in the ELT space. They run in about 25 countries. We own the rights for India, Middle East, and also Asian countries like Malaysia, and also where we can open their franchisees. So all these brands, when I say the investment brands, so not only we bring in brands and we do pure brokerage, But there's some categories, largely international brands, that we are very, very hopeful. And because we understand, we have studied the industry, we know the demand of people who want to invest in businesses. So very carefully, we have selected these companies from across the globe and created a portfolio very robust, from food and beverages to services to healthcare to retail businesses to even education businesses, where we own the master right of these brands. And all these brands where Franchise India owns the right, all these opportunities are available to all our partners. So it is not limited to one single opportunity. Every single brand that comes in the portfolio of Franchise India, all these opportunities are not only available to our partners, some of these opportunities you can even lead completely, and you say, I want to lead this brand in my city, so you get all the leads. And we also support all our partners in lead generation for that specific brand, invitation to all the events. For example, we have an Ahmedabad show which is happening. All my Gujarat partners are coming to the show. The show will bring in about 5,000 people, and all these people coming to the show are people who want to buy businesses, right? There are 150 companies there. And we can mobilize a lot of business through these events every month. So I'll let maybe Sanjay take you through a small presentation where we talk about what products we have, where you make money, how you make money, and also how your progression from being an IFC partner goes upwards, where you get into a higher slab. Some of my partners are on a very high slab, where a larger portion of any deal which is done is given to my partners, and we retain a smaller share of the entire money which is made on that business. So Sanjay, I'll request if you can lead, and friends keep writing in. We'll try to answer as many questions, and thank you for writing in. And we have our teams across India. I'll also request Sanjay, if you want to share your number and our respective team members. So post the webinar, I'll request you to reach out to them. And rather, if you're local and our teams are local in those cities, I'll request maybe a face-to-face meeting can happen. Somebody wrote you from Faridabad. So we are just next to you. We're there on the Surajkund, next to Taj Vivanta. And that's where the head office of Franchise India is. So we'll be happy to meet you at our office anytime. Sorry, Sanjay, over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your inputs. So friends, I'll take you through a presentation wherein I can give you few slides as of now, but later on we can discuss in length, keeping in mind the time constraint. And first slide would say franchising, as we discussed, it is $4.8 trillion industry. It's a large business in not only in America, now in India also. So we are talking about Indian market is absolutely ready for international brands to welcome here, and because the market is ready. So overall, it is $4.8 trillion industry. Now you can understand how big this, and the consumption which is growing now, and you can see everybody want to have a brand today. So everything gets branded, and what you consume is coming from franchise company. If we talk about sector-wise, so I think healthcare to financial services, like I can give an example of Motilal Oswal. You can talk about ICICI Securities. We have Kotak Mahindra, all franchise. So Franchise India is proudly associated with them from day one, and getting their franchisees also on board. And these are very, very large companies now. In healthcare, if you say diagnostic company, Dr. Lal Patlan. So it's 25 years back we started working in education. You name any brand, especially in preschooling, like top brands are Eurokids, Kidsy, and then there are other brands also, all developed by Franchise India. Talk about now beauty. If we are talking about Natural Salon, Green Trends. You're talking about Javed Habib. It's all done by Franchise India. So if you talk about any category today, now you name top 10 brands. 100% done by Franchise India. So now, as I said, FranCorp, we are owning this in India. We have last 20 years, we are developing business models for businesses with the help of FranCorp. So that's wherein we get a complete understanding about when we present an opportunity to investors, it is 100% foolproof and being done by an expert. So it is long lasting then. And now, if you know, we have Lenskart, kind of a company. We started it long back, and we developed their business model. And then we also opened first 32 outlets done by Franchise India. Pet care. Now, if you talk about pet care, it's also very much evolving. And there are a lot of pet laws that if you have a pet and you need a clinic around, so this is also franchise. Home-based services. Auto. Now, auto is also very, very large. Now, you'll see today EV segment. All two-wheelers in EV segment, all franchise. And then besides, you'll see charging stations. That's also becoming franchise opportunity in the charging station center. Business services to retail to fashion to maintenance services today also are franchise. So everything what you consume, even morning when you start a day, you start with bakery products and milk products, all franchise. All bakeries are now franchised. And then there are a lot of international brands also. They are now in India. They want to further expand because the opportunity is very huge. And now 100% franchise. What you consume today is coming from a franchise company. Now, what we offer is we offer you tablet. Tablet stands for T stands for technology. So what we do is we'll have you a CRM and we will give you all database in CRM. And then we also create a franchise India domain email address for you. So you will use franchise India email ID, which represents you as franchise India member. And then you share your all emails with your clients with the same email ID. A stands for access to the network what we have. So now we'll say infrastructure what we have. We have office. Suppose someone say Pune, we have office in Pune. It is 100% available for you to use for the meetings, and also you can use for a full day working as well. Somebody is from Faridabad, we have corporate office very near to you. You can come, you can use, and all our Delhi NCR partners, they are inviting their clients to office, wherein our team, we at management level also are helping to close the businesses, and that becomes easy also because investor or a client is also getting a lot of confidence, and we also support. B stands for brands. Friends, we are talking about the day you join, we'll give you 500 and all these brands which we talk about, domestic and international, are available for all our brands. You want to choose any brand to drive, you can drive that in your city, or you want to drive pan India. We do not have any territory barrier. You can check, and geographically, there is no restriction. You can work any kind. So, if I can give you an example, a very premium brand, which is Hindustan Petroleum, HPCL. They also have an opportunity of a cafe model, which is recently launched, and we are exclusive partner for them. And now we are opening cafes at their all outlets. And now they are giving us some locations which are very important for us to now drive, wherein HPCL is also investing. It becomes a great opportunity, only 25 lakh rupees in investment. And, brand is also investing, money in this. So they want to create a cafe model at their all HPCL petrol pumps. This is a great opportunity. Now we have not only these big opportunities in India, we have also other opportunities which are international global brands. These are also available. So you want to drive one brand pan India. As we discussed, we have Reliance with us, and one product, one brand, which is now we open 1,000 units for them. So if you see, you can become one category champion also, and you can have multiple categories, and you can work on any brand which is there with us. Around 1,100 companies right now, opportunities which is exclusive with Franchise India. Exclusive would mean we have a contract with them to build franchise network for them. So we get brokerage from both sides, from investor and from the brands which are there onboarded with us. Then lead support. We have minimum 50 guaranteed leads every month. But this is absolutely something which is Franchise India is actually known for. So we are getting 10,000 leads, almost 10,000 leads every single day with us through our events. Now, 1 month we are talking about only events, getting 10,000 leads and 1 lakh investors overall getting in touch with Franchise India every month from all the marketing activities what we do, because we do not have only physical events, we also have run digital events. We have webinars. We have also a lot of other opportunities which we create, and we have a lot of investors now coming to us. So saying that lead support, it is 100% there from Franchise India. There is not even a single penny any partner of us has to invest in marketing or lead generation. So there is no promotional activity on your own. So it is all done by Franchise India. We will do category wise also campaign. Like suppose somebody was talking about education. We will do education basis category also the campaign, and we'll give you education investors. You have chosen some brand, we'll give campaign as brand wise also. So give you, so we are not calling random calls. We are not calling anybody who have not applied to us. So we are getting in touch with someone who have shown interest either as an investor that I want to have some business and I have this much of investment. They need us. They are now looking forward for some particular brand which we promote, which we start marketing for, and they share their interest for that particular brand. Again, it's a brand related lead, and we also share it with the partners. Then category wise also we do a lot of campaigns, and you get category wise also all lead support. So all promotions, all lead generations, or anything which is related to leads is all done by franchise. Even promotions for yourself, because our IFC partner is a brand itself. Our IFC partner is Franchise India. So we also have a training module how you can become the brand yourself. So we promote you. We have a website for IFC partner, separate website. Anything you do, we reward that. Anything you do, we promote that. Right. So we create your own portfolio and promote you across our social media handles as well. No promotional your involvement in terms of investment. You don't have to invest anything. Events, absolutely. We are doing events, around 20 events every month. And these are all accessible for our partners. Only what you get is time, your involvement. So once you're involved, these all events are 100% open for you. Like we were talking about Ahmedabad show, which is now happening day after this weekend. And our partners from Mumbai also are coming. Even one of my Delhi-based IFC partners also traveling. Pune and Ahmedabad and Gujarat are already there. So it is open for all of us to explore and get the results out of that. And all business, even our teams are also traveling to help our partners to get the business done. So that's what the beauty of this business is. And T stands for training, as we discussed. There will be 3 days exclusive training. It is extensive training, in-depth training on the products industry, and there's a model which we follow, a process which we follow. Any partner who follow the same process and fundamentals what we have created, because it's 27 years we are in this as a market leader. If we are successful, no question, anybody who joins us and following the system will get not success. It's a foolproof. It's a zero risk. We can prove that. And it is highly rewarding for all our partners. And training will help you to get deeper penetration, deeper understanding about the industry and the opportunity also. So what's my proposed structure of this IFC program? So when you join us, you join at an entry level. So you become independent franchise consultant at the entry level. And once you're working, as I said, every partner is unique. So you are putting in time, somebody is putting in full time. You are putting 4 hours, somebody is putting 6 hours. So every partner is unique. And you will decide how you want to grow, how you want to, create a earning potential in this. You have to have benchmark. There is no target. There is nothing from our side. You have to decide. And when you grow with us, we are also growing with you. So it's vice versa. So that's why we have created an opportunity for you to grow further. And when you are at IFC Basic, right, you start working. And when you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, now it's very easy also. It can be one lead, one deal, that you get 15 lakh rupees revenue total. Or you get 15 deals, whichever is coming earlier. 15 deals would mean that we are doing the transactional business. So we get investor and brand together and do the marriage. So that's a deal. So when you do 15 deals or 50 lakh rupees revenue, any product, you can become IFC Elite. So when you become IFC Elite, that's your second position. Then you can become IFC Pro when you hit 50 lakh or 30 deals, and that too in a year. This is our partners, get in one first single month also, second month also. if you are involved. So how much involvement is there from your side and how you get yourself trained in opportunities quickly and then you can grow further. So when you hit a master, that is actually the game. It may take a 1 year to 1.5 year or 2 year or 3 year, but master would give you larger picture of this because master is when you hit 1 crore. So what you get at base level, elite level, pro and master level is my next slide. So please understand this slide very, very carefully. Now here we are talking about IFC basic. You become 40% with Franchise India, 40% partner, and we are 60%. And then you become 50% partner, and we are 50%. So we are 50-50 at IFC Elite membership. When you are becoming elite, we are 50-50 partner. Then you become 60 at pro, and we are 40. Then you 70, we 30. But the beauty is, even at 70% you get, we still continue giving you all the leads of investor side, all the business opportunities, brands, all the trainings, everyday trainings. Plus, we also give you promotional activities, no investment from your side, and also all our events which we organize. We can have exclusive event for you. If you want to have any event in your city, we invest. So it's all done by Franchise India. You have no investment even at 70% or if it is 40%. And this is when we are talking about brand wise or product wise. So we have 4 products. As we discussed that we have 2 communities to work with. One is investor community, and that you will see if I means investor, B means brand. So we have 2 communities. One is investors, one is the brand side. So when we work with investor, we onboard them. That is IA, investor acquisition. When we service, we get IS, means investor service fees. Again, same, when we work with brands, we onboard, that's BD, business development, that's a brand onboard. And when we service, we get BS, brand service fees. It's very simple. 2 communities, investor and brand. I stands for investor, B stands for brands. But there are other business opportunities and also revenue opportunities and revenue products also, which are given to IFC partners. But these are core, because our core is investor and brand. We match make, we get brokerage from both. But we don't work until both communities, investor and brand, is not onboarded with us. So when we onboard investor, it is IA. When we onboard a brand, it is BD. I'm giving you very, very simple logic on this. And we service both. One side is investor. When we service, he gets a new franchisee. That means brand is serviced. So we get brokerage fee from both, which is investor service fees and brand service fees. So these 3 products, which is IA, investor onboarding, investor acquisition, investor service fees, plus brand service fees, you get 40% of this, 40% of what Franchise India is getting. So if I can put an example on this, our investor acquisition fee is minimum 25,000. So we don't work free for anyone, because we as a consulting company or advisors, our product is time. We don't give it to free to anyone. Investor do have wealth. He has maybe 4 CR or 10 CR or 100 CR. We are not excited. What are we excited is, we will charge you some fee if we have to service you. And investor will pay us as low as 25,000 if investment goes up to 20 lakh. So any investor who is looking forward for 20 lakh or below, you have to onboard with us for 25,000 plus GST. So in that case, when we do the deal, this investor service fees will be minimum 50,000. I'm talking about minimum. It goes to up to 2 lakh rupees also onboarding, and some 4 lakh rupees as investor service fees also. And we have a lot of premium investors we call as HNIs, and then ultra HNIs, because we do deals in brand like jewelry brands, like they are talking about 5 CR, 10 CR, right? If we see Kalyan Jewelers, it's around 20 CR opportunity, and we sell Kalyan franchise as well, which is not otherwise opportunity is not available outside. It is exclusive with Franchise India. So it's a 20 CR. So for 20 CR investor, we're not going to charge 25,000, correct? Because it needs a lot of involvement and it's a premium brand. So we will charge you some 5 lakh rupees as investor acquisition to start with. And then there will be some 10 lakh rupees when we service you as an investor. So would mean the opportunity becomes 15 lakh rupees from one deal. And you become, when you do this one deal of getting 15 lakh as a success fees for Franchise India, your fee is 40% of total 5 lakh, which we got as an investor onboarding, and then 10 lakh rupees, which we have got investor service fees. So you have 40% in both. And other side, when we are selling an opportunity like Kalyan Jewelers, we are getting out of 20 CR opportunity, somewhere around 15, 20 lakh rupees also from the brand side, which is brand service fees. Now you have got again 40% of this. Now understand, if you have one client, what is got your earning potential, right? And then BD would mean brand service fees or brand onboarding, sorry. So brand onboarding would mean, as we have 1100 exclusive contracts with us right now, these brands, somebody have got them on board. So equal opportunity for you is also there, wherein you can also refer us. In this case, you have to give us a reference. Then we will come on the board, on the call. We will do the joint call. We will have understanding, and you will be part of that calls. And we will understand requirement of that brand, what kind of brand is, whether it's a startup, the mid segment, it's a large corporate. Accordingly, our proposal for onboarding is there. But we have also set format, which is fixed, which starts from 7.5 lakh rupees to 75 lakh rupees. 4 formats: 7.5, 15, 40, and 75. If I'm talking about the lowest one, which is 7.5, which is minimum, which is our onboarding fee from that brand. And if you do 2 in a month, 2 means we close 2, you can do 10, you can do 5 calls, joint calls, you can refer as many as you want. And if we close 2, would mean 7.5 plus 7.5, we get 50 lakh rupees revenue at Franchise India. And your role is over. You don't have to service that immediately for getting that ready for franchise. That will be done by Franchise India. That's why we have a 20% in each case, because your role is only to refer right now at this level. And rest all we do. Then we have got FranCop involved into this to make them ready, to then marketing, lead generation, all done by Franchise India. So you have got 20% of this onboarding fee. We got 15 lakh, you get 20%. That would mean you get straight away 3 lakh rupees out of this, what we get. And later on, if you decide to work on that brand to sell franchisees, which is open for other partners also. So whosoever will get that franchisee for that brand, and leads should be given by us, promotions will be done by us, you will get business success fees also. So when you get a brand success fees, which is decided at the time of onboarding, it can be 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, which is up to 50 lakh also. But the lowest is 1 lakh rupees for each franchise which we sell, which is in terms of the very, very low cost opportunities. If you are selling some 5 lakh, 8 lakh rupees a franchise, minimum we get 1 lakh rupees out of that. But average, if we talk about, so we have 2 lakh to 5 lakh in between an average, but we have 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 lakh tak. We have an opportunity for getting a success fees from these brands, right? So if you calculate, so you can see that you have, maybe you can talk about 10 franchises, you have 10 investors on board, then you start servicing. And then based on your revenue, which we get, you get 40% of 3 products. And here you get 20% of this product. And leads is no bar, absolutely, but minimum 50 leads you will get every month, which is guaranteed. So when you are hitting this 15 lakh rupees, which is Franchise India revenue, it can be 1 lead, 1 deal, 1 brand on board, 2 brands on board. You will become then IFC elite. Then you are 50-50% partner. Then you become pro, master, as we said, when you hit the other upper positions also. This is one business for our partners, which is directly revenue coming from both sectors, investor and brand. Now, as we are working with these brands, And the brands, they also want to work with exclusive IFC partners, who is champion of that brand. So if you're getting complete understanding of that brand and you are working with that brand owner, and brand owner will be proud to associate with you, proud to work with you, right? Wherein you give a complete understanding and that franchise development you do. So brands are also providing a incentive structure. In some cases, we have 2 lakh. In some cases, we have bigger also 5 lakh to 10 lakh, also in the bigger deals. This is a cash incentive which is going to my partners direct. There is no cut from franchising. This is second. And third, we have also quarterly contest, which is international contest, which we have for our partners. The quarter would mean 3 months. And the criteria is around 15 to 18 lakh rupees revenue, which is quarter, 3 months. And you will qualify for international contest, wherein all the expenses would be done by franchising. Right? These are 3 businesses which we are talking about, 3 revenue arms for our partners. But as we said, it is not for everyone. How you can become our partner? It is 5.5 lakh rupees plus GST as one-time license fees to join with Franchise India. Here is the agreement. There is no investment after this from your side. And all promotions, leads will be given by us. That's why I said it's a highly rewarding, very, very low cost and 0 risk. There is no risk in this because when you are investing in any of the business as a franchisee, what's the biggest risk? Biggest risk is money, investment. Here, we are getting it immediate back. It can be 1 month, it can be 1 lead when you get all your investments back. And at Franchise India, we have also created a system and a process as a support function that our first message to our team is any partner who joins us should get the investment what he or she has invested immediately back in his pocket. That's the target. Because when we talk about contests, if we make our partners to qualify, then our team will qualify. That's how we have created a system so that more partners are qualifying, and then the qualification of our team member or regional head or cluster head is also there. So this is all what we are talking about in today's webinar, but we will have one-on-one meeting with you. We have one-on-one discussion with you. Since you have given us a lot of time, I would also respect that, and I'll sending you my number, which is 7011998340, and you can see there are other members also have shared. So it is Sanjay 7011998340. You can connect me on my WhatsApp also, or you can send me a missed call, or maybe WhatsApp message would be good enough. We can come on the call and understand. In whichever city you are from, we will give you complete understanding about how we can take it up further with some of you. Then we will invite you for the next training, and absolutely events, as I said, are open. And in just one first event also, our partners have recovered all money. First event, even without training, my last show was in Bangalore. We had recently added 3-4 new partners that time, and we have invited. Some are from Mumbai, some are from Kerala. They have also come to this event. And on spot also, we have done business for them because that's what the support function we have. So please feel free to reach out to us. And we will also have one-on-one meeting with you, understanding, because we are looking forward for actually partnership. It's not about selling or this, it's purely selecting. You select us, we select you, and then we'll take it up further. Till then, thank you so much once again for your time. And from all of us at Franchise India, are grateful that it's a more than 1.5 hours time you have given to us. We respect that, and we look forward for some to be part of us. And if any other opportunity, for sure, we have a very, very large network with us, wherein we will be helping you to understand your requirement and building up and structuring any deal for you. Once again, thank you so much. Thanks for all you have given us today.